it's me, Dax Moy from DaxMoy.com on day, what are we at now? Day 44 of my chunky to hunky experiment. Still going pretty well. I've leveled off in the actual weight loss side of things now. Not really surprising. I've started kind of training a little bit heavier with the weight training side of stuff. Nothing absolutely kind of berserk or anything like that. But I'm lifting a bit more volume at the moment. So theoretically, I should be building a bit more muscle. I lost a little bit of overall size. My arms at the start of this thing were sitting at around about 18 inches. I've lost about half an inch of overall mass, but I haven't lost any of the muscle. I'm fairly certain of that. It feels just as strong. My weights haven't gone down at all. So really, it's all the bloat and the fat weight that I've lost. So which is great. Which means that as they're building back up again, we should see some appreciable muscle differences and tonal differences. My chest has dropped about 1.5 inches from the start. It was sitting at about 51.5. So it's literally just under 50 with the measuring tape today, right? I've lost a bit of size, but I've also I've lost a lot of weight. 11 kilos now is that's a lot of a weight difference. That's 10 kilos, 24 pounds, right? So I've lost 24 pounds. So a big old difference. So let's get the shirt off and see where I'm at today, and see if we can see any differences coming in here. Okay, it's still my problem area. This is definitely going to be the last to go. Okay, all of this that sits around at the side of the waist, that's definitely going to be the last to go. You can see that. You can see that's not lean, right? There's body fat there. We turn around. Let's see what's going on here. I know what's going on here. We've got this nice little kind of bump here. All right, that will go. I'm very, very confident at the moment. It all feels like it's really moving in the right direction. Nothing's happened with, I haven't gotten any weaker during the loss of all this. In fact, I'm actually stronger today than I was when I began like 45 days ago. I'm actually lifting heavier, finding the training far easier, probably because I'm not being slowed down by a lot of my body fat. I'm not kind of also having to deal with a lot of the toxicity that started to build up in my body. So, I think I'm pretty pleased. Could this be accelerated a bit? Yeah, I'm fairly certain. If this was about me getting the most rapid results possible, I reckon I could have lost probably another 5 or 6 kilos on top of where I am now. But in truth, I'm not doing anything crazy. Okay, so I'm not going nuts with the training. I'm not really depriving myself with the eating. I think I've said to you before, I only really eat twice a day anyway on average. And I was still only eating twice a day when I was all the way up at the biggest size, right? So I haven't really changed anything around that. Occasionally, I'm eating a third meal at the moment. Yesterday, what did I have? I had oatmeal quite late last night, about 11 o'clock. Just felt kind of peckish. It was a pretty cold evening. We were just bordering on snowing here in the UK last night. So maybe the temperature change was a trigger for that, or maybe it was just that I was working quite late. That's another thing as well at the moment, because I'm still in a transitional turnaround time coming back from my trip from LA. My body clock is completely screwed. It's all back to front. So I haven't had a night where I've slept more than 6 hours. I don't even think I've slept 6 hours in the last week and a half. Okay, so I'm getting by on quite little sleep, and my body has definitely slowed down the rate in which it's giving up the body fat. It's slowed down the rate in which the improvements are coming, but at the same time, it's still going quite well. So it really does show that if you get the nutrition right, if you actually just give it the raw materials in the correct way, it will even put up with some of the other areas of the power principles, like the sleep and all that kind of stuff. It will put up with that, and it will still give you some results. But I'm fairly certain if in the next week I can really knuckle down and not go berserk with the training, but just simply get a bit more sleep, a bit more kind of eyes closed time, because it has been really crazy since my return. I'm fairly certain that we'll see a lot more of this fall away. But look, that's me at the moment. I think it's a pretty decent start. Okay, pretty decent start to this next phase. I'm sure you'll agree now, there's no doubt really. I look massively different to the way I looked 44 days ago or so. It's really moving in the right direction. So let me come back to you in a couple of days' time. I probably, it's Thursday now, so I probably won't post another video now until Monday, right? Because the results are slowing down, it's kind of, I'm coming on every day and saying, hey, look, not a lot has happened since yesterday, and that doesn't really make much sense. So let's give it till Monday, and on Monday I'll produce another video and we'll see what changes have occurred, and hopefully I'll be able to show you something cool. Okay? So thanks again for following on my Chunky to Hunky journey, and I'll speak to you again really, really soon. Take care.